Today we're in Tirlán and Castlelyons in the FarmEquip Centre. I have Robbie here with me from Macgen Generators, who's just going to give us a brief talk on generators today. So over to you, Robbie. I suppose just give us a couple of features and benefits of the generators.
Well, of course, Eamon. First of all, thanks very much to Tirlán for having us here today. We appreciate it. Just a brief history of Macgen. We're based up in Kilrea in County Derry. We've been supplying both PTO generators and static diesel generators. We're going on 30 years. We've been dealing with Tirlán for the past 6 years. Today we'll primarily speak about the PTO generators, but just to be aware that we also supply static diesel generators from 10 kVA to 2000 kVA, which are also available throughout all the Tirlán stores as well. While we're based in Derry, we have a fleet of service engineers and service vans strategically placed throughout the 32 counties for a backup service. As discussed today, we're going to discuss the PTO generators. Basically, a generator simplified is an engine and an alternator. So on any farm, you're going to have a tractor, obviously. So you just need the alternator then to convert the engine power into electricity. We have three main models that we'll discuss today. Before that, just to make you aware as well, all our PTO models, they're available under the TAMS grant as well. You can claim from them under your TAMS grant.
Right. And what's the grant in, Robbie, with them?
The grant is 40%, we'll say, for a man that's farming all his life. Or if you're eligible for the Young Farmers Grant or you're a female farmer, you can claim up to 60%.
Excellent. Very good.
So the three main models, or three popular models, I suppose, the best way to phrase it, are, the first one here is our 30 kilowatt. So basically, your 30 kilowatt, that will cover you up to a 12 unit milking parlour, and also all your accessories, which are your tanks, your scrapers, your lights, and your dwelling house. The second model here is this one here, which is the 40 kilowatt. The 40 kilowatt will cover you up to a 16 unit parlour, again with your auxiliaries, lights, scrapers, coolers, tanks, and your dwelling house. And the third model, which is the 45 kilowatt, which we don't have here today, that'll cover you up to a 24 unit parlour, again with all your auxiliaries. That covers all the farming needs.
Okay. You might touch a small bit on the phase power.
Yeah, basically all models come in a single phase and three phase. So the larger farmers are intending to go three phase now. So you either have single phase or three phase, and they're available in all models.
Okay, and just the last one. If customer, how does he know how much power, if he has the correct power, or if he's using?
Okay, yeah, you have three clocks here basically. So you have your amp clock. I'll show you in a second. You have two plugs out the back. You have an amp clock here, so you need to get to 125 amps at 50 hertz and 220 volts. So 220 volts is single phase, but if you're three phase in, your voltage obviously increases to 400 volts. Just a couple of characteristics of the generators. The frame incorporates both the 3-point linkage, which you can see the top link here, the two bottom links, and it also incorporates a bolt-down frame. So basically the frame can be bolted down to make it static, so a customer can also claim back his VAT on it. It'll come with your 3-point linkage, or sorry, it'll come with your PTO shaft, as I said, and also it comes with two plugs out the back as standard. Now the two plugs are the 125 amp, which is the larger plug. That's for your main power, but it also comes with a 32 amp plug. We'll say if you want to do some work out the farm where you're away from a power supply, so angle grinding, welding, the likes of that. What also in all our generators, as well as standard, we have an AVR card, which is an automatic volt regulator. So it regulates your voltage. It keeps your voltage constant to protect your motors, your electronics, and that in the parlours.
Okay. To protect surges and all that, is it?
Yes, of course. Servicing wise, then there really isn't much servicing in these machines. What you have here is your gearbox, which takes standard gearbox oil, and it's changed every 500 hours in the standard ATF oil. With the PTOs, obviously, as I said, more servicing is with the tractor, obviously the engine wise or whatever. So it's just a gearbox that needs to be changed. I suppose just in the current climate, as we all know, unfortunately, the storms they're getting worse. They're becoming more frequent, and also with the government warning us of power cuts, I think now it's essential at this stage to either have a PTO generator or a diesel generator on any farm or industry as a source of backup power.
Always plan for the worst.
Always plan for the worst, unfortunately.
Yeah. Thank you, Robbie, and thanks very much for all that. Again, the generators are available in all our Tirlán Farm Life stores, or of course you can come in here to Tirlán in Castlelyons, where we'll be glad to help you at any time.